agreed to be here tonight with us.
Let's go! Party is going on!
The certificates over the blockchain, first of all, it's the
All right, hello everybody. Hey, this is Daniel Higgins coming to you live for this episode of Daniel's Den. Thank you everybody for hanging out today, tonight, this afternoon, this morning. Just depends on where you're at in this awesome world that we live in. Listen, today is Takeover Tuesday. We got some great content to share. We're going to motivate, we're going to inspire with this amazing clip from the bishop, the author, man, the public speaker extraordinaire, Mr. Pastor, Bishop, all those categories he fills so well and walks in his gifts, right? Mr. TD Jakes, right? So we're going to pull this up real briefly, guys, and we're going to enjoy this content. Listen, it is dense, it is rich, it's not long, it's dense and rich. So right after, I'll come with a few key points that I extrapolated from it, but I'm telling you right now, this is it's good. It's good. It's good. Now, for those who do not know, that short clip that you just saw was the live launch of GS Partners live in Dubai. There's amazing things happening within this organization. Also, within our Wealth Builds Worldwide community, we're celebrating 8 years. Wealth Builds Worldwide has been rolling, empowering people all around the world. And GS Partners is approaching a year in existence. There's a whole lot of backstory behind that. It was longer than that, really. But Gold Standard Partners has been in business for approaching a year next month, and it is tremendous. All right. So let me go ahead. I'm going to jump on here and add this clip from the amazing TD Jakes. So strap in.
You spend all your time doing inventory on what you lost, you will never count up what you have left. Your future is never predicated on what you lost, it's predicated on what you have left. What you have left is enough to build something greater than where you are. And you have all the rich experiences that come through the atrocities you survived. You're stronger. You're wiser. You've proven things to yourself that you couldn't have learned any other way, that you could overcome everything that happened to you. So start looking ahead. Nobody drives forward looking in the rearview mirror. Understanding that and surging ahead with what you have been given and to appreciate time. I have a work ethic that they say is incredible. I mean, I can hang with the best of them when it comes to doing what has to be done. But I got it from watching my father, well and then sick. He kept going. He kept moving. He kept producing all the way out. Work ceases to be work when you start to love it. When you love what you do, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So you love it. That doesn't mean you don't get tired. That doesn't mean you shouldn't take vacations. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have self-care, all of that. But self-care only have so much. After a while, you get tired of that sand on your back. You say, okay, I gotta do something, because we were made to be productive and creative and resourceful. And I want to tell every entrepreneur listening at me, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, try again. And if you don't succeed that time, write a book about what you learned from how you failed. There's always something to do with what you have experienced. My legacy is pouring whatever I experienced into who's listening. That is my legacy. That's proof that I was here. If at the end of this interview and the end of reading my book, I added something to your life that made you build a table out of a tree, then I built it too. Then whenever anybody asks you about the table, you'll tell them about this guy you met and interviewed. You know, that's how we have survived for centuries. That's how my people withstood slavery and the atrocities of our lives. Because in the midst of all of the horrendous things we experienced, we still clapped our hands and we still sang our songs and we still managed to be creative, and we are still here. So don't tell me about trouble through hangman nooses and rapes and burnings and killings. We sang. And my legacy is that you dance and sing and survive and do something. I'm not saying that you won't have opposition and trouble and tears. I don't have to write about that. That will find you on its own. Agony will always find you on its own. It's ecstasy that has to have your address on it. So I'm sending you the potential to go beyond agony to the ecstasy of fulfilling everything you were created to be. And that's my legacy. It's in the people that heard me and read my books and saw my movies and traveled around the world with me. It's in my children. When I'm writing, I'm actually imagining that I'm having this conversation. And my book reads like I'm talking to you. And you know that from reading it. It sounds like we're having a conversation with a friend. I'm actually talking to you. I'm through the book. I didn't drop the mic, and don't you drop it either. And something of what I said will make it into your book. And something of what you said will make it into the book of the person who read it. And that's how we have progressed for centuries and eons and millenniums, because we passed the mic, we didn't drop it. If you lose your ability to hear, eventually it will affect your ability to speak. Because there is a correlation between what the ear hears and what the mouth articulates. On the impetus of that ideology comes this tremendous premise of listening. Every great orator is a great listener. And I think we have lost not our ability to speak, not yet, but we have lost our ability to listen. Because the only thing we do is pause while we formulate our next approach to attack. And that's not listening, that's strategizing. But if we actually take the time to listen, most of us all want the same things. Most of us want to be loved. Most of us want to be appreciated. Most of us want to be accepted, flaws and all. Most of us, if we have children, want what's best for our children. Most of us are scared. Most of us are anxious and are worried. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we communicate? We're better together than we are apart. And we don't have to agree about everything. But in the process of meeting, I found it's hard to hate somebody you understand. And in the process of meeting, your perspectives broaden, sometimes to the point that you are ejected from the tribe, because people who are not exposed are intimidated by people who are exposed. But people who are exposed, it's worth it to lose the sanctity of your citizenship and the tribe of how you describe yourself to enter into the broader world of a human experience before you die. I would hate to die in a zip code having never left the neighborhood that I was born in, mentally. and not experience the world, the world, France and Ethiopia and Australia and millennials and boomers and Gen Xers. There's something to be learned, and people of faith and people not of faith. We need to communicate to survive as a species. If you're going to be successful in business today, you cannot build your business around people like you. You have to build your business in a very broad, eclectic way, because the world is becoming broad and eclectic. And a narrow mind also causes you to be less successful at the end of your career, because you're niche marketing an item that could have a broad appeal if you didn't think within the prison of your own experiences.
My goodness, man, I love that clip from, man, oh my goodness. So listen, there's a whole lot of great points within this audio. So all I'm going to do is focus in on just a few key points that really struck me. And absolutely, I know that there's going to be different things as you re-listen to this that'll kind of jump out at you and speak to you, right? So one of the things that really jumped out to me, he said, we're better together, right? He said, we're better together. Then the other thing he said within that same context, he said, we all want some of the same things. He said, we want to be loved. We want to be appreciated, right? We want to be accepted for where we are and who we are, right? And he talked about family and loved ones and wanting to be connected to those people, right? And let me go ahead and I'll take that off there. And we're better together, right? Now, one of the other things he talked about is being a great speaker or orator. He said, you got to be a great listener. So I'm always asking that question. Are you a great listener? Are you listening and connecting with people, right? And he said, same vein, if you're listening and hearing people, he said, it's hard to hate someone you understand. That is such a huge thing, because you want to connect with people and understand people as much as you humanly can, or as much as possible, right? You want to do that, right? So that is just big. It just spoke to me a lot. And then, man, that just spoke to me a whole lot. And then he talked about, if you are going to go into business, build it broad. Build your business broad and eclectic to reflect this awesome world that we live in, right? Not just one ethnic group. I mean, be broad and eclectic, just like the world. And when he started talking about that, and when he started talking about listening to people, and when he started talking about building businesses broad, I just couldn't help but think about our Wealth Builders Worldwide community. It is over 40,000 people within Wealth Builders Worldwide, celebrating 8 years this month. And there's so many different variety of people, so many different ethnic groups. There's people from all different places in the earth. So it's like, when you hear people from Buenos Aires, when you hear people from South Africa speaking, when you hear people from all over the world speaking on our power calls and speaking at our live webinars and things of that nature, you realize how broad this thing is. And it's exciting and it's energizing, because all those differences kind of blend in to what he was just talking about. We're better together. We're better together, not apart. The unity and the community come together and build strength. So there's a strength within Wealth Builders Worldwide, and there's a strength within GS Partners that you're not going to find somewhere else. You want to be connected to this amazing group and community, right? Now, man, this hit me like a ton of bricks. He said, don't think in the prison of your own experiences. I'm going to leave that right there. That is a powerful statement. He phrased it differently, but I'm focusing it in. For me, that's what jumped out and came to mind. Don't think in the prison of your own experiences. You want to expand, you want to renew, your mind and expand your mind to the possibilities, right? We say during the live presentations, we challenge that thinking and say, hey, listen, what if you can tap into financial freedom? What if you can become debt free, financially free? What if you could retire early? What if you can have that time with your loved ones, right? That dream is there within you. Don't let those past experiences be that prison that keeps you back from moving forward, right? Take the first step, get back with the person sharing this information with you. If that person is me, you go straight to y1income.com, get that free registration completed. Yes, it's a free registration. And there's nothing to be afraid of because you register for Facebook for free. You register for YouTube and Twitter for free. You register for Instagram for free. You registered for LinkedIn for free. So go ahead, get your free registration with the person sharing this information with you, and then you can move forward and learn and earn at the same time, all right? So if I'm the person sharing this information with you, you go to y1income.com. If someone else is sharing this with you, which I know someone and several people within our Wealth Builders organization will, so they're sharing it, you get back with them and ask them for their sign up link. For me, it is y1income.com. And you go there, you can even gather more information. There's a short 20-minute video that's done by my amazing sponsor and business partner who's been financially free now, approaching 7 years. And he has tapped into financial freedom and tapped into millionaire status. All right. So that's the voice that you're going to hear in the short 20-minute audio, short video number 2, right? Woo. So we're connected to some amazing individuals. Like I said, this organization, Wealth Builders Worldwide, is broad, eclectic, right? And we're better together. So that unity brings us those experiences and each other's strengths to leverage each other's strengths and connect with each other, right? So get back with that person sharing this information with you. We have a live power call every Monday through Saturday, right? So I'm going to invite you out every Monday through Saturday at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, right? So I'm going to put that information on there. You're going to want to get back with the person sharing this with you so that you can get the private password to that amazing site called goldrocks.info, which is a shortcut to Zoom. Okay, that is our shortcut to our Zoom platform. And you want to connect with this live power call 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, especially tomorrow. It's going to be Wednesday. It's going to be Miss Sherry Brown on the ones and twos. She's an amazing presenter, and it's a true honor to be connected to our Wealth Builders Worldwide community, right? So even as I look at this screen, the amazing individuals that are on this screen, several of them are financially free. Several of them are tapped into millionaire status. Several of them have retired early. There's single mothers here. There's people who are doctors here. Several doctors are actually on here. Pastors are in here. Civil rights icons are on here. Recording artists, former Marines, former Navy. I mean, I'm telling you, authors. There are some amazing individuals that are here to support your success, all right? So you want to get back with that person sharing this information with you so that you can connect to all the excitement and joy. Like TD Jake said, we're better together. Better together. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Take immediate action. Get that free registration completed with whomever is sharing this content with you. If it's me, you go straight to y1income.com. That's scrolling at the bottom of your screen today, tonight, this afternoon. Thank you for joining. We're live on YouTube, live on Facebook, live on Twitter. Our target time is around 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It just so happened that tonight is a little bit earlier, but I will see you guys on the next live stream. We're here live nightly, except for Sunday night and Wednesday night. We'll see you on the next one.